It could be a night for the history books. In Division III, the Fall Creek Crickets hope their stifling defense can lead them to the school's 4th state championship, its first since '88. But North Fond du Lac comes off a thrilling overtime semifinal win, and the Orioles want their own special place in tournament history. Then in Division I, Milwaukee, Washington hopes to become the first team ever to win 3 straight girls titles. But Janesville Parker and Carrie Vobian hope to shoot down the Pergolders' high hopes. Championship Saturday continues next.
Celebrating the magic of March, Shockley Communications Corporation proudly presents the 21st Annual WIAA Girls State Basketball Championships, live from the University of Wisconsin Fieldhouse in Madison. This WIAA Network Sports exclusive is brought to you statewide by Cenex, Land O'Lakes, and your local cooperatives, partners you can trust. The Dairy Farm Families of Wisconsin, proud of their commitment to provide wholesome, naturally delicious milk and dairy products. Marshfield Clinic, a national leader in medical care, research, and education. Rural Insurance Companies, providing a full line of insurance products for Wisconsin's families and businesses. The Wisconsin Technical College System, providing education for careers in today's high-tech world. When it comes to careers, go here, get there. And by Menards, helping you build America's heartland.
Welcome back to the University of Wisconsin Fieldhouse, everyone, and welcome to Championship Saturday. Just 2 more state champions to crown, and that is why we are here tonight. Fall Creek and North Fond du Lac are just moments away from the start of their Division III state championship game, and we've got a good one. I'm Ted Stefaniak along with Carol Hansen. We've got a good one tonight.
It'll be an interesting one. Good matchup.
That's right. In the semifinal matchup, we saw some very key similarities. Both teams, one, North Fond du Lac had 53 points. The other team, Fall Creek, 52 points. They each had 20 turnovers, so very similar. But their players also very similar and very talented.
Exactly. North Fond du Lac is led by Elizabeth Dudley. She's a freshman, 5'7", and averages 13 points during the year, and she had 14 on Thursday. They also have Kristen Sefrin. She's a sophomore, 6'1", averages 15 points, had 16 on Thursday.
And as good as North Fond du Lac is, you look on the other side of the ball, Fall Creek, with some very talented players as well.
Exactly. Denise Arneson is a junior, 5'7", averages 10 points a game. And they have Chris O'Connell inside, a 6-foot junior, averages 13 points. And on Thursday, she had 16 points and 16 rebounds.
And we've got 4 quarters to decide this Division III state championship. Going to be a lot of great action coming up a little bit later, the Division I state championship. So you want to get yourself a comfy chair and a cool beverage, maybe milk, and enjoy the state championship game. WIAA state championships coming up with the starting lineups for Fond du Lac and Fall Creek in just a moment. But first, our word from our sponsors. You're watching your WIAA network station. Welcome back to the Fieldhouse, everyone. Getting ready for the Division III state championship between North Fond du Lac and Fall Creek. Now, a lot of Fall Creek fans maybe not making the trip down here. They've got something else on their minds as well as this Division III state girls championship. They're reserving their seats for next week. The Fall Creek boys are taking on Ladysmith in the sectional finals tonight, so maybe they will make the tournament next week. We will find out as you get a good look. A lot of people here from North Fond du Lac. The whole town might be down here tonight to cheer on their Orioles. Right now, we want to introduce the starting lineups, and for that, we will throw it over to public address announcer Pete Christensen.
Introducing starting lineup. At a forward for the North Fond du Lac Orioles, number 44, Kristen Seffer. And at forward for the Fall Creek Crickets, number 41, Trisha Gunderson. At forward for North Fond du Lac, number 33, Jessie Schaefer. And at forward for Fall Creek, number 43, Holly Storley. At center for the Orioles, number 55, Christine Schultz. center for the Crickets, number 51, Carissa Cano. At a guard for North Fond du Lac, number 13, Elizabeth Dudley. And at guard for Fall Creek, number 21, Denise Arneson. Other guard for the Orioles, number 24, Becky Brown. And at guard for the Crickets, number 25, Shayna Wergadal. The North Fond du Lac head coach is Gary Keel. The Fall Creek head coach is Arnie Strupru. Your officials, Jerry Shapiro and Jeffrey Lee from Ladysmith.
Well, both teams looking very confident as they were introduced here. Right now, let's find out where these teams come from. North Fond du Lac, well, easy to describe. They are north of Fond du Lac. And, of course, Fall Creek just south of Eau Claire. The other teams in the Division III Girls State semifinals, Marathon and Cuba City, eliminated in the semifinals, as we mentioned. As you take a look at the brackets and how they got here, Marathon and North Fond du Lac played to a 53-50 overtime thriller, and they advanced to the state championship. And Fall Creek with a little easier task. They took on Cuba City and won with a 52-28 win. So this is how they got here. And now we have 32 minutes to decide who will take home the Division III state championship game. Christine Scholes controls, and North Fond du Lac will have the first shot at scoring this evening.
And Fall Creek right away out to their person-person defense. They rely on this all year, except maybe 2 minutes of the whole season.
Scholes lost the handle and will retain possession. North Fond du Lac in their black and orange uniforms. Fall Creek decked out in their white and green uniforms this evening. Scholes gets the inbound. And it goes off the leg of Becky Brown.
Both girls there, the pass was a little bit low, and both of them reacted, but not quite fast enough.
So maybe a little jitters here in the early goings for North Fond du Lac. This is Fall Creek's first possession of the ball game.
North Fond du Lac opens it up in a 1-2-2 zone defense.
Arneson works it around. Sure, they'd like to get it in to their big scorer, Carissa Connell, but there's a turnover, the first of the ball game.
Nice defense that time, got the hand in the passing lane.
And we have another turnover. In the semifinal games, very similar. The two teams each came up with 20 turnovers, but did come away with victories to get here. Now inside to Connell, and we have a traveling call.
Notice Fall Creek plays real good defense, real good help defense. They front the low post, and the weak side person comes over to help also.
Becky Brown now looks to get it inside. She does to the freshman Dudley, and then count it. Elizabeth Dudley, a freshman from North Fond du Lac. We'll take another look at it.
Pass coming was a real nice cut off, a nice screen on the baseline for Elizabeth Dudley.
Coach Gary Keel said that this is the type of player that can single-handedly take care of a game. And remember, she is only a freshman. And now we will get our first substitution of the game. Nikki Gorski comes into the game, and she's really played very well in the sectional championships as well as in the semifinals.
Exactly. She's the one that stole the ball in for a layup.
Dudley completes the three-point play, and North Fond du Lac is on the board with a 3-0 score. Fall Creek now looks to get it over to Arneson. Shot on the way, and that's going to be a long two.
Fall Creek is a little bit concerned about the height of North Fond du Lac team.
Seffer now with her first shot, and she nails it.
Neither of these teams look too nervous right now. They're doing a nice job on their shots, squaring up well.
That was a very pretty shot, very high arcing shot. Fall Creek now looks to answer. Connell takes it up strong, and we will have a foul on Kristen Seffer.
Nice pass inside. Chris Connell does a nice job squaring up.
Foul on Sephard, her first. Team
Connolly
first.
Jr.
At the line, Carissa Connell.
6-foot center, averaging about almost 14 points a game during the season. And knocks down the first one. Well, we had a great game in our first game of the tournament between Marathon and North Fond du Lac, and I'm predicting another good one here.
When you said 32 minutes, I thought, well, if we're going to overtime, it'll be 36. With double overtime.
We could very easily see it here. Two very evenly matched teams. And they look good right now. There's a turnover. And it's Arneson with the steal and the wide open layup.
Some people were starting to call, but she kept the hand on top of the ball, so that's not illegal at all.
5-5 ball game. Arneson with 4 points in the ball game now. Brown works it inside to Scholes. She can't get the handle on it.
And there's the help side defense that I talked about. That's so important.
Wergadal works it down low. They're looking to get it into Connell. Arneson. Good.
Or I'll shoot from outside.
6 points for Arneson now. And a 7-5 lead for Fall Creek. Dudley into Sephard. One dribble off the glass.
Nice left hand.
Very mature on the block for the sophomore from North Fond du Lac. Into Connell, back out to Arneson. Now into the corner. Shot on the way, and that is good. Tricia Gunderson.
At this point right now, the field goal percentage has got to be quite high. And Don just looks over and says, no shots missed? Yeah, I guess that's pretty high then. That is amazing for a state tournament. 3 for 3 and 4 for 4.
Brown will take the shot. That's short, but Schultz clean in the glass. He will get a jump ball. Possession arrow pointing for Fall Creek.
Defense comes over, gets active hands, gets the ball, hands on the ball.
Well, now statistician Don Kerr is going to have to do a little more work. It's easy to keep track of those field goals when it's you're throwing up and you make it. Now it gets a little tricky in the math department. That's why we have Don. Into Connell. She'll put it up just short, and Schultz cleans the board. Scramble for the board, or for the loose one, and it's Wergadal who'll bring it back up for Fall Creek.
I guess I shouldn't have said anything. They both missed a shot now.
Arneson not afraid to put it up. And we have a traveling.
Ball got out in front of her a little bit too far.
And we'll have a substitution for Fall Creek. Number 55, Christy Channing, checks into the ball game. Now I say Arneson not afraid to take the shot, but she's been getting some wide open shots at the top of the key.
Exactly, and she likes to penetrate into the lane too, so she's establishing herself as an outside shooter, and then she'll go inside also.
Schultz a little bit surprised to find that one coming her way, but she was open.
North Fond du Lac knows they need to get back on defense. Fall Creek will run if given the opportunity to.
Arneson, again, she was open for the shot. Into Connell, and that one's off the glass and good.
She did a great job finding the passing lane that time.
3 points for Connell. Dudley controls. And we'll have a walk. 3 turnovers for North Fond du Lac in the early goings. And we will have a timeout. That's going to be charged to North Fond du Lac. 11-7 ball game. Fall Creek in the lead. We'll have more from the state tournament after these messages from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. Fall Creek has taken the lead, and someone should wake this little one up. She's missing a good ball game early in the first quarter. Fall Creek with a 4-point lead.
I think her mother can probably enjoy it this way.
Sound like you know what you're talking about. Crickets have outscored the Orioles 9-2 in the last 6 minutes or so. A nice little run. Fall Creek with the ball, looking to extend that lead. Inside, Channing, and she will shoot a pair.
Just came in off the bench, did a real nice job. They're going to the hoop.
Take another look at it.
King of Sear kind of almost a duck under move, squares up, gets a nice extension of the body.
On the line is Christy Channing for 2.
Fall Creek, I talked to the coach, and he said that they want to make sure that they stop North Fond du Lac from getting any easy baskets, and they've been doing that on their defensive end.
Channing misses the first one. She'll get another try. That one rims off for the sophomore center from Fall Creek. And Dudley will bring it up for North Fond du Lac. She'll take it down the baseline and draw the foul.
She can do a lot of damage with the basketball. She penetrates so well and then sees the court. Here you can see her. She goes down the baseline, sees the defense there, pulls up to get the shot off and draw the foul. Good court awareness. See the concentration in her eyes?
She loves to push the ball up the court, and she's not afraid to take it to the rack. And she sinks the first one. Elizabeth Dudley, the 5'7" freshman, averaging 13 points a game during the regular season for North Fond du Lac. Scott Scholes with the rebound, can't get it to go. Well, Coach, you see Scholes has been kind of short with her shots. What is that a result of, do you think?
Good defense by Fall Creek. I really like to watch defense anyway, and I think Fall Creek plays a real good team person-to-person defense.
Both of these teams have had a couple of days off. They played the first session of the tournament on Thursday morning. So North Fond du Lac hasn't been on the floor since 9:30 on Thursday morning, and Fall Creek played the following game. So it's been a couple of days since they've been in competition. Shot on the way. And it bounces off for the sophomore, but Arneson there for the putback, and it didn't go. Dudley finding an opening, takes it up, and we're going to have a foul. Shayna Wergenau.
And if you notice, she was 1 on 5 and still was not afraid to continue her dribble and keep going to the basket. Here you can see Elizabeth Dudley going down, is going to pull up, and they call the foul.
Sometimes you might expect a freshman to be a little more timid with the ball. Not Dudley. Shot up, and it rolls in. Second one on the way. And it is good. So we have an 11-10 ball game. Fall Creek still with a 1-point lead.
Both teams are in just half court. They switched to a 2-3 now. He says he likes to play 3 different defenses and see which one is working the best.
Channing now from the side. Gumson over to Arneson. And we're going to have a foul on Scholes.
People from North Fond du Lac do not want to see their big people in foul trouble.
That'll be her second personal, 4th team foul.
Foul on Scholes for second, team number 4.
And she will stay on the ball game. We've got about 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. They work it into Connell. She couldn't come away with it, but Scholes comes away with the rebound.
Nice strong rebound that time.
Brown over to Dudley. Scholes posting up. Hops out to the corner to take the pass. Gorski up top now.
Showing some patience here on offense.
Jesse Schaefer now with the ball, and the fire, nothing. Schaefer coming off an ankle injury in the sectional final. She actually twisted it again in Wednesday morning's practice, but Coach saying she's all right and ready to go tonight. She did play in the semifinal matchup. Dudley with the tip away, but Arneson controlled. Good hustle by Brown, and North Fond du Lac will come away with it.
Nice defensive stop that time by North Fond du Lac.
Shot no good by Brown. Gorski with the rebound. She dishes it off to Scholes, and there's a scramble.
We always call that a little shovel pass, just a little bit of handoff. If you saw that It was a tip on the rebound and tipped it right to Gorski.
Shelby Hoyer and Tasha Bushman checking into the ball game, as well as Tina Lamb now checking in for Schultz. She'll take a seat on the bench. There's Tina. Gorski to inbound. Gorski with the three-point on the way. No good.
They box out real well on the shooter.
And Tasha Bushman doing a nice job to tie up Channing. And on the alternate possession, it will be North Fond du Lac ball.
Situations like that, you need to make sure a guard gets over there and gets the ball.
Holly Storley now checks into the ball game for Fall Creek. And Connell will take a break here in the final seconds of the first quarter. Fall Creek with a 1-point lead.
They're going to extend their offense, work for the last shot.
And a steal. Janelle Haas loses it, and Dudley comes away with it. Finds Schaefer, and it is rejected. Those are the rejections that are fun to watch again. Here it is.
Here you see Dudley making a pass across the lane, squares up, was deflected by Fall Creek.
Back to live action now. Bushman with the three-pointer on the way, no good. And they're going to get one of the Orioles with a foul. Which one will it be? There were a couple of them there. It's going to be Jessie Schaefer. She picks up her first 15th foul. Channing now. And that one will not count. Wave it off. So at the end of the first quarter, it is Fall Creek with a 1-point advantage over North Fond du Lac. We'll be back with more in a moment, but first a word from our local stations. This is your WIAA network station. Well, welcome back to the field house. We felt this would be a close game, and after the first 8 minutes, it is. Fall Creek with a 1-point lead over North Fond du Lac in this Division III championship ball game. As you take a look at the pick and save first quarter stats. Turnovers even at 6 apiece, and the points off the turnovers, though, Fall Creek with a 4-2 advantage. Both teams taking about 10 or 11 shots apiece. Both teams making some substitutions during the quarter break.
Yes, North Fond du Lac put in their big girls. Seffrin and Schultz are both back in. They each have 2 fouls. They usually like to go to some person-to-person defense, but with some foul trouble, they'll probably stay in the zone for a while at least.
Shot on the way, and it is just short. Dudley's got a fast break opportunity. Tried to use the left hand, wouldn't go for it.
That's how you talk about kids getting down the court, because if they miss a layup, they were to get the rebound.
Shayna Wergedal there to provide a little bit of pressure for Dudley. Arneson now with the shot. Can't get it to go.
I'm really sorry. I think I jinxed the shooting when I mentioned that 7 for 7.
One team is 3 for 3 and the other 4 for 4, and since then, not quite as well. Pressure up top by Arneson, but Brown got it away. Dudley up top now, guarded by Wergedal. That is Arneson guarding Brown. Schaefer guarded by Storley. And into Dudley, and we will have a foul.
She got a little bit out of position that time. Dudley make a nice cut. Here you can see the pass coming in from Schaefer. Dudley gets her defense behind her, makes a nice move to the basket, and gets fouled.
They actually got that on Wergedal, not the shot, so they took it out of bounds. Wergedal with 3 fouls now, early in the second quarter. Dudley looking for Seffrin.
That jump pass is so dangerous coming over the shoulder.
Gunderson with the steal. Now they work it inside. Connell. Fall Creek keeps it. That was a nice quick move on the block, though.
Yeah, Kamala has some real nice moves inside, but when there's a 6'3" girl behind you, it's harder to make those moves than if there's 5'10" or 5'9" girls.
Worgadol checks out, and Janelle Haas will replace her. Long two on the way, and Arneson is goal.
She's a real smooth shooter.
8 points now for Arneson. Arneson now guarding Brown. Schaefer with the ball on the wing.
Fall Creek having hands in the passing lanes.
Scholes working the block. And Brown will step out of bounds. Good defense by Arneson.
They really need to spread their offense out a little bit.
52, Nikki Gorski.
Gorski checks back in for Jesse Schaefer. Janelle Haas now working. Haas with the long two, no good. Scramble for the ball, nice save by Becky Brown. Sefrin for three. Couldn't get it to go. And we'll have a foul on the rebound.
Nice positioning by Gorski that time.
Take another look at that tremendous save by Becky Brown.
Nice presence, takes it, makes sure she's still in bounds and throws it to her teammate.
Nice camera work as well. Gorski is rejected. Arneson comes away with it. Always tough to get that block and then save the block once you made the rejection. Connell now working inside, nice fake, but then gets blocked.
And Schultz, remember, she's got 2 fouls, but playing very aggressively in the paint.
I always hated beating the big person, but once you got by him, there's always somebody else right behind him.
They said they haven't had a whole lot of trouble entering the ball into the post.
Sefrin with the fake and took one too many steps on the fake.
Throughout the year, they've had pretty good time, an easy time getting into the entry into the post, they've said. But tonight, Fall Creek is giving them some hassle. Got their hands in the passing lanes.
9 turnovers on the night for North Fond du Lac. North Fond du Lac, they've not made a field goal in the last 8 minutes and 10 seconds. 0 for 11. I'm sure Gary Keel hoping that his Orioles can shoot a little bit better here. Midway through the second quarter, and Haas goes strong to the bucket, and they're going to take it away.
She's holding on to her elbow. We don't want Sefrin hurt. Hit that elbow pretty hard.
Another look at it.
Foul on Haas, her first, team number 6.
Close call. Sefrin will stay in the ball game, though.
Yeah, sometimes it's just, when you hit your crazy bone, it just hurts really bad. It just feels like tingling in your hand. We're hoping that's the only thing that's wrong.
Gorski from 15 looks around. Sefrin looks to be all right as she works in the paint. Schaefer now. A lot of hands in there. A lot of tip.
Yeah,
a lot of tip passes and shots.
Yeah, she had lost control of it almost there as she shot. We just need the ball to fall for him a couple of times now.
Anderson into Connell. That one a little bit strong. And Dudley trying to go strong to the rack. Some of the fans calling for double dribble, but she gets it out to Brown. And Connell with a strong rebound.
North Fond du Lac was like, what's going wrong? Why can't the ball go in the hoop for us?
Haas looks around. Into Connell. Starting to see a pattern develop here.
Into Connell.
Come on down, give it to Connell.
You see Schaefer out here, number 33, kind of hopping. She had an ankle injury that she's kind of gives her some problems at times.
Dudley driving the lane. And they're going to have a double dribble.
In for Fall Creek.
Channing checks back into the ball game as well as Scholes. There's Scholes checking back in.
Sefrin's going to get that elbow looked at maybe.
Tasha Bushman also checking into the game. Schaefer will take a seat. Sefrin did leave the ball game. And you get a good look at her. She is in a little bit of pain on the bench. I'm sure she is being attended to now. And she fell on that wrist, or on that elbow. And that is Denise Arneson picking up her 10th point of the game. 15-10 lead from Fall Creek. 2:30 left in the first half. High pass into Schultz. And Channing will be whistled for the foul. The presentation of this WIAA Girls Tournament is made possible by Cenex Land O'Lakes and your local cooperatives. Partners you can trust.
Team number 7.
Called that foul on Chris Connell. They were both there, but Connell was the one that they blew it with.
And Sefrin will check back into the ball game. Bushman will leave.
2 fouls on Connell now.
Short on the free throw. Scramble for the ball. Fall Creek comes away with it. Janelle Haas. Haas looking around.
They need to go out on Arneson. They know that. But at times they're doubling down in the paint.
Haas thought about a 3. Gives it up to Arneson. Gunderson working in the corner. A little more pressure on Arneson now when she gets the ball. Haas into Channing. Channing makes the move. Off the glass a little too hard. Sefrin comes away with it. Becky Brown now controlling for North Fond du Lac, who trails by 5 into Schultz, and she can't get the handle on it.
They're fronting her, so it's a good pass, but they just didn't connect on it.
11 turnovers now for North Fond du Lac.
Haas is seeing some more minutes tonight than she did on Thursday.
Well, Arneson thought about it. 3 on the way by Storley. And it comes off. Brown now on top, guarded by Arneson. Schultz looking around. Gorski will take that one. And it's short.
Notice on the shot how Fall Creek boxes out the people they're guarding.
Inside a minute now in the first half. Fall Creek looking to extend a 5-point lead on North Fond du Lac. And they'll set it up for 1. North Fond du Lac content to let him take the last shot.
It's like a chess match.
When will they attack the basket? What is the time you want to originally
It
attack?
depends on how you're going to go about it, what you're going to do. If you're going to drive and dish, probably Arneson, she can take either.
8 seconds on the clock. Arneson takes a shot. Can't come away with it.
I was going to get 7.
Schultz came down with the rebound. Arneson a little bit too aggressive there. Got Schultz on the arm. And we'll have a one-on-one. So not exactly the way you want to go into the locker room.
Exactly. Nice jump. Saw she miss it. Won that second effort. Schultz had nice positioning that time. Arneson looked over. Coach said sorry.
Yeah, now you stop the clock and you give the other team a chance to hit some free ones with no time running off the clock. Sefrin takes his seat on the bench. Christine Schultz. And she gets that one to go. Nice rotation on that one. Gary Keel said no foul, no foul. He doesn't want to put them on the line to give them a chance to get the points back. Second one on the way. Very nice. 15-12 ball game. Final 4 seconds of the first half. Channing to the hole. Rejected.
She's trying to draw a foul there, I think.
As the first half comes to a close, Fall Creek with a 15-12 lead. We'll have more state tournament action after these messages from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. Welcome back to the field house, everyone. North Fond du Lac and Fall Creek playing in the Division III state championship game. It is North Fond du Lac with a 3-point advantage, 15-12. Ted Stefaniak and Carol Hansen. And Carol, maybe not the game we were expecting. A lot of missed shots in this one, especially on North Fond du Lac's side.
Exactly. They went, I think, an 0 for 11 run there, and that's real tough. They're playing pretty decent. The ball just not falling for them. But Fall Creek has got to be given some credit for their incredible defense.
Yeah, low-scoring game. We'll see if they can pick it up in just in the second half here. Right now, we want to talk about sportsmanship, and for that, we're going to throw it across court to Ken Sipe. Well, thank you very much, Ken. Of course, a 15-12 ball game. Not a lot of scoring going on here, and I don't know if it's the team's fault or your fault.
Well, I feel kind of bad because I mentioned that, and then ever since then, North Fond du Lac is really, and they're very superstitious team. Remember, we talked about that on Thursday, so I want to make sure they hit a few baskets here so it's not on my shoulders.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, Carol and I were talking about how perfect they were. 3 for 3 for North Fond du Lac and 4 for 4 to start the game for Fall Creek. But since then, North Fond du Lac has missed 14 field goals in a row, and Fall Creek 3 for 20 from the field goals, so things not going so well. Let's check out the pick and save halftime stats, and you will see the shooting percentage not too good. North Fond du Lac coming up with about 18% shooting, 3 for 17, and Fall Creek not doing that much better at 29%. You look at the rebounding, pretty even. North Fond du Lac coming up with 19 boards to 13 for Fall Creek. Christine Schulz doing a nice job on the boards. Turnovers, though, hurting North Fond du Lac. They've got 11-7.
Exactly, and also sometimes you need to give Fall Creek some credit on their defense to force North Fond du Lac into some of those shots. It's not all my fault. Fall Creek is playing good defense.
And North Fond du Lac is being led by Elizabeth Dudley and Kristen Seffern, 6 points, 2 points, not very many. Fall Creek being led by Arneson with 10 points. Connell working very hard in the paint, but and she's getting a lot of shots, but those shots just aren't falling for Connell right now.
And North Fond du Lac hasn't played a lot against man-to-man. They've played some, but mostly play against zone, so maybe they just need to readjust over halftime here and get their offense going a little bit.
We'll see what the coaches can say at halftime to help improve this shooting percentage by both teams, but right now we want to take a local break for our stations. This is your WIAA network station. Welcome back to the Fieldhouse, everyone. Fall Creek with a 3-point lead. We've got 2 quarters to decide who will win the Division III State Girls Basketball Championship. And Carol still trying to deny the jinx she has placed on the shooting in the Fieldhouse.
I think it might be the pennies, but we'll talk about that more later.
As you get a look at the North Fond du Lac bench, and you can see what Carol was talking about, some of the superstitions for the Orioles. They place some pennies on their bench.
They're right on behind the chair, right on the back of the chair. There's one taped on I believe it's the 8th chair on the back of it. Right there. Number 11 is sitting on the chair. There it is. Right there you can see the penny is taped. And the other day they had the 8th chair was on the front and the 11th one was on the back. So maybe it's the lady that put them on the wrong spot. I don't know.
There's the other one. You think they're reversed?
I think so, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong in the past.
A lot of superstitions for the North Fond du Lac team. And there's a turnover to start the second half for North Fond du Lac. So maybe they do want to get those pennies switched around. Here's Fall Creek with their first opportunity of the second half. Shot on the way, bounces off. Connell in for the rebound. And again, things being tipped around, a lot of loose play.
Nice block that time by Schultz.
They work it back into Connell. Connell triple, if not quadruple team. And Dudley breaks away. Well, that's a pleasant sight to see.
I think maybe just putting the pennies on TV made the difference.
Elizabeth Dudley picking up her 8th point of the ball game.
They're in a 2-3, but they really are sinking.
Connell rejected by Schultz.
That's going to give us some nice momentum here for North Fond du Lac.
Well, despite the low score, we thought this would be a close game, and it certainly has turned out to be that way so far. Another turnover. Fall Creek on the break. Arneson working on a couple of players, and we are going to get a foul on Becky Brown, and I think we're going to count the basket. We will find out. Becky Brown called on the foul, and we're going to get 2 shots, so they're not going to give her the basket. Won't give her the continuation.
Here you see she saw a little opening Went right through the seam.
Number 1. At the line, Denise
Brown thought
Harden.
she had position. Let me see. Did they count the basket then?
Yes, they did.
They did decide to count the basket, so they did give her the continuation, and she nailed the free throw. So a 3-point play. She's now got 12 points on the evening. Dudley kicks out to Brown. Brown firing. That one up. Well, do you look for North Fond du Lac to maybe work it inside a little more? Right now, they're taking some nice outside shots. They're taking their open shots. Connell now working inside, splits the defenders.
Schultz had another nice block. She's doing a nice job in the paint.
One thing the Fall Creek coach did tell us is they've played against some size in the past, or played against some good players, but they've never played against a team that has so many good players or tall players like North Fond du Lac. Sefrin can't get that one to roll. Dudley comes away with the rebound, puts it back up, and gets it off the glass.
And also to play against a good point guard plus a size inside. Notice the shifting on the defense for North Fond du Lac. Brown is coming down to help out.
Connell again.
Schultz does it again. The third or fourth block.
5th block.
Don Kirks makes a 5th one. He's got the paper. That's his job.
Is there anything he doesn't keep track of? He says no.
Both players need to move away from each other a little bit.
3-second call, and we're going to take a look at that last basket on the other end.
Nice pass inside, and Sefrin squares up. Then Dudley gets a nice rebound for a putback.
Back to live action. Arneson working baseline. Gives it up, and Gunderson will nail it. She was wide open on that one.
She's got a brother, Ryan Gunderson, that goes UW lacrosse, was a scholar athlete last year. He also led their team and was a quarterback for their football team, Division 5, I believe, state champions.
Championships in the bloodline.
Exactly.
Schultz now posting up, fronts the basket, and that one is just picked off. Never saw Gunderson flashing.
Telegraph that pass. You really need to fake those a little bit more.
Gunderson now working up top, and now gets it over to Wergadal. Gunderson in the paint. Nowhere to go. Arneson in the corner. 3 on the way, and it's good.
She's shooting very, very well.
And North Fond du Lac wants to talk it over as Fall Creek has built a 23-16 lead midway through the third quarter. We'll have more action from the UW Fieldhouse in Madison after these messages from our statewide sponsor. This is your WIAA network station. Welcome back to the Fieldhouse, everyone. Fall Creek with a 23-16 lead over North Fond du Lac. We're midway through the third quarter. And you get a look at the Fall Creek Crickets. Have held tournament opponents to 21% from the field. Outstanding.
That's amazing. They really take a lot of pride in their defense.
North Fond du Lac in their black uniforms, working inside to Schultz, and she gets that one to go.
Nice pass into Schultz that time.
4 points for Schultz now. We've seen a lot of work inside the paint. Fall Creek has gone into Connell for 12 shots, and she's only come away with 1 basket. Now Dudley picks off the Fall Creek pass. She goes in for the left-hander, can't get it to go. Sefrin with the rebound and the putback.
Nice play. Here's a nice steal by Dudley. She takes it. A couple crossovers real quick. Sefrin's right there for the rebound. Nice job. Getting that little hook. Lay it up off the glass. You can see her good body control.
And good power, because she took a pretty good shot on the arm. Sefrin with 6 points. And make it 7.
She averages 15, so I'm sure they're looking for her to pick it up in this half.
2-point ball game now. 3:30 left in the third quarter. Fall Creek looking to extend.
A good timeout.
Gunderson Haas with the shot on the way. No. North Fond du Lac running and turning the ball over.
Nice job by Gunderson to tip it away that time. The net needs to be fixed. Down on this end.
Connell working inside, and she is hammered.
Talk about sportsmanship. That's what you like to see. The opponent's helping you out.
Nikki Gorski called on the foul. That'll be her first, and we'll take another look at that one.
You can see a nice pass inside. Finds a little lane, but Gorski gets her with the body there.
Yeah, looked like she had all ball with the hand, but they won't call it on the body. Connell.
There, she fixed the net. Feel better now.
She's got 4 points now. And Fall Creek will need Connell down the stretch. Second shot rims out. I don't think that hit every part of the rim. 4-point lead for Fall Creek. Inside to Schultz.
That was not working in the first half, and it's definitely improved. Dunley did a nice pass inside to Schultz that time.
Is that something the coach can correct in the locker room?
You can talk about it.
Now Connell working on Schultz. Can't get it to go. Another deflection.
Schultz has really stepped up her defense. And playing aggressive because she's got the 2 fouls, but she did not pick up her 3rd.
And there's a deflection there. So Arneson comes running. Seffrin and Brown there to put a stop to her. Schaefer comes away with the rebound. North Fond du Lac with a chance to take the lead now. They work it into Seffrin. Seffrin with the left-handed hook. That was beautiful.
Their post-entry passes have improved 100% since the first half.
9 points for Seffrin.
An
Connell.
Excellent call by the official. Hand on the ball.
Connell has to be frustrated right now. It is North Fond du Lac with a 1-point lead over Fall Creek. We'll be back to action in just a moment, but right now we want to take a timeout for a centennial memory from your network station. Now North Fond du Lac pretty excited about their 1-point lead over Fall Creek as we're in the final 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Wisconsin Technical College System is a proud sponsor of the 21st Annual Girls State Basketball Championship Games, providing education for employment in today's high-tech world. As you get a look at the field goal percentage, very tough in the first half, 18%, bumped up to 75% for Fond du Lac, and from 29% it has certainly increased for Fall Creek.
And I'm not going to talk about it anymore.
Dudley now working on the baseline, gets it over to Schaefer. Brown back up top.
We need to reverse the ball, then get those posts cutting across.
Seffrin doing a good job rotating the ball. Schultz doesn't want to get the ball out there on the extended away from the block. I think she was looking to get it back on the block. Been very successful in the 3rd quarter here. She'll get called on the travel for that one, though.
When they do pull those post players out, then the wing will make a cut to the basket, hoping to give a little give and go.
Final minute now in the 3rd quarter of this Division III championship WIAA girls ball game. Gunderson
draws those feet together and takes a nice shot.
6 points now for Gunderson, and that gives Fall Creek the lead again, 26-25. We're looking for one shot here, Coach?
I would think so.
30 seconds to kill.
Interesting matchup if you look at Seffrin and Gunderson, 5'8", playing on a 6'1" girl.
Dudley just holding the ball.
We get 7 or 8 seconds. There's a net.
Into Sefrin. Pulls up. Can't get it to go. Scholes stripped. Dudley. Yes! Arneson with the long shot. Can't get it to go. North Fond du Lac has regained the lead, 27-26 in our Division III championship game. We'll be back with more in a moment, but first a word from our local stations. This is your WIAA network station. As you look at the pick and save third quarter stats, you will see that North Fond du Lac almost 70% from the field. They only shot about 18% in the first half. Inside points, though, definitely the difference here for North Fond du Lac.
Yes, post-entry passes have really improved.
Dudley with a shot, turnaround, no good. Arneson rebounds. Well, we've got 8 minutes to decide this one. 1 point lead for North Fond du Lac.
It might go to 36 minutes.
Gunderson over to Haas. Haas up top. Gunderson with some trouble. She pulls it out. She stays in control. Channing now kicks it over to Arneson. Arneson working baseline. And there's going to be a foul. We're going to have free throws.
Nice job by Arneson that time.
Christine Sefrin with her third foul. And now you think they're going to look to take it a little more at Scholes, maybe get her in foul trouble.
They were doing that before, and Schultz did a real nice job in that third quarter, controlling her body and deflecting a lot of those shots.
Arneson with a tough miss there.
What they maybe need to do is penetrate with the guard some.
Second shot on the way, and it's good. We're all tied up at 27 apiece. Dudley brings it up. Gorski, the hero of the semifinal game, gets it back over to Dudley. And this Scholes, and she goes off the glass.
They used that on Thursday, that long post-entry pass. Quite successful.
8 points for Scholes now. Gunderson with a high arcing shot and gets it to go. Gunderson now with 8 points. She is 4 for 4, and I hate to say that, Don, because last time we said that, we went into a shooting slump.
We're kind of like working the ball a little bit, reversing the ball.
Dudley now working one-on-one on Haas. Takes it to the hole, and it is stripped away. Take a look back on that Christine Scholes play we were talking about.
Great post-entry pass from way out beyond the arc into Schultz. She got it off the glass. Nice job.
Holly Storley checks into the ball game for Fall Creek. Scholes with a turnaround. Can't get it to go. Gorski there for the rebound and the putback.
Gorski in the right place.
(31-29) ball game. Inside, DeConnell. And we're going to get a foul on Gorski. The 21st annual Girls State Basketball Championship games are made possible by the Dairy Farm Families of Wisconsin. Proud of their commitment to provide wholesome, naturally delicious milk and dairy products. Connell on the line with 4 points on the game so far. Shot, and she gets a shooter's roll.
And the wave is starting in the field house here. A few more people involved each time it goes around.
Connell, the 6-foot junior center for the Fall Creek Crickets. Gets a second one to go. We're all knotted up at 31. 6 minutes to go. Sefrin posting up down low. Now Scholes works the low post. Sefrin steps out to the high post. Kicks it over and had too much on it. Brown couldn't handle it.
And notice the help defense. They leave the people open on the top.
Gary Keel watches his team turn the ball over for the 20th time. Arneson with a long two. No good. Rebound and foul. I believe that's going to be on Gorski again. And it will be. Let's take another look at it.
You can see a nice long shot from outside, bounces. Nice rebound, goes up strong. And they call the foul.
Well, Jesse Schaefer will check in. Gorski will take a seat on the bench.
33, Jesse Schaefer.
Holly Storley at the first one.
You know, a lot of times you talk about free throws at the end of the game, but they're important throughout the game.
Storley, the daughter of one of the assistant coaches, Rick Storley. And the second one is good. Well, I guess that's your free throws are going to be good when your dad's the coach. She's got 2 points now.
Dudley going to the side where the post players are.
Dudley now drives the paint, kicks it over to Brown. Schaefer's got Scholes in the middle, doesn't see her. Into Seffern. Powerful move, doesn't get it to go. And we're going to have a foul on someone, I don't know who.
I think it was on Channing, but I'm not sure.
A lot of bodies in there. It will be on Christy Channing. Let's see if you can tell where it is here, Coach.
Seffern does a nice job there squaring up. The ball comes off hard. They're kind of fighting for it. And they call the foul right there.
Okay, Coach. That's as far as we'll go on that one.
A little bit different angle.
Gunderson with the break. Off the glass.
She's having a great game.
Well, all of a sudden, very quietly, Fall Creek has built a 4-point lead with 4:53 left in the ball game. Seffern in the middle. It is knocked away, and Channing last touched it.
Channing came over and did a nice job in the help side defense. Here you see Gunderson gets the ball, goes all the way up, a lot of confidence, goes right to the hoop.
So Fall Creek with a 4-point lead. For the final act. Dudley working inside. Ooh, we've got a blocking foul.
Calling it before she took that shot. Out of bounds.
That'll be a number 43, Holly Storley.
Foul on Storley, first, team number 3.
And another whistle.
We need to set some screens and get a play off and a shot off of that. I also think North Fond du Lac's going to want to go to Dudley and see if they can isolate her and get a little one-on-one action going.
Things a little aggressive right now. Have you been able to see a comparison between the aggressiveness, the fouls, and the way the teams have reacted in terms of scoring? Does one team react better to the scoring than, or to the physical play?
I think both of them like to be physical. I don't think either one of them will back off of that.
Scholes with the bucket and the foul.
And there again, we've talked about how Fall Creek is keeping people in the lane to help out. They had 2 people down there, and Schultz just did a nice job going to the hoop.
Get another look at this one.
Schaefer goes into Schultz. There's the help.
3 players around her.
There you can see another angle. They have 3 people right around her. She goes up strong, but gets hit.
Shot on the way, and it is good. We have a 1-point ball game. 35-34. Fall Creek with the lead and the ball. 4:22 left in the ball game. Channing with a green streak in her hair today. Arneson into Connell. Gets her own rebound, and we're going to have a foul.
Good second effort that time by Connell. That was a good call by the official. You see, nice bounce pass. Connell goes up. Well, short, gets her own rebound, goes up strong again, but Schultz over the back.
Now Gary Keel has a decision to make with Christine Scholes and her 4 fouls.
Sometimes they'll pull them out for a minute or so, and it's 4 minutes left. You're going to only pull her out for a minute, let her rest, make sure she doesn't get another one quickly. Talk to her, but she's got to probably come back in soon.
And we get a look at Scholes checking out of the ball game with 4:07 remaining in the game. Connell for her second free throw.
And I'm sure Connell will be glad that she's on the bench because she's causing havoc in the paint for her.
3-point lead now for Fall Creek. Division III Girls State Basketball Championship on the line. Dudley pulls up. Scramble for the ball. Fall Creek comes away with it. Connell doing a good job staying with it.
Both coaches know how important those loose ball possessions are.
Channing up top. Probably not the best spot for her to be handling the ball, but they get it over to Arneson.
She gives it back and runs to the baseline.
Here she is in the paint where she's a little more familiar. Can't get it to go. Scramble again. Schaefer, and we're going to have a jump ball.
That's what you like to see. A lot of people down on the floor when that ball's on the floor. You don't want to see one team more aggressive than the other. Both teams are going after it.
Are you the type of coach that likes to see a lot of floor burns and bumps and bruises? Connell takes it up, and we're going to get Gorski on the foul. She's a little bit surprised.
I think she's straight up, but so many times they bump them with the body and don't even realize it.
Foul on Gorski, her fourth. Team number 7.
Connell back on the free throw line. She's shot quite a few today. Connell 7 for 9 from the free throw line. With that make, Scholes checks back into the ball game. She wasn't even out but 30 seconds.
Just enough to talk to her. They need her in there, on both ends of the court, offensively and defensively.
Gets the second one to go, and we have a 5-point lead for Fall Creek with 3:22 left in the ball game. North Fond du Lac continues to work their offense. Dudley working on Arneson.
Both players are high-low, not getting a lot of screens.
Brown goes up, and she gets fouled, so we'll have some free throws here. Take another look at it here. Brown working the baseline.
Nice job. Arneson comes over, and I don't even think she really realized that she was coming there. And kind of one of those wrong place, the wrong time.
Well, Arneson will check out of the ball game with her 4th personal.
Not a person that you want sitting on the bench again for very long. I would think that she'll maybe get a quick rest and then back in. But if you got a 5-point lead, they might wait to see if it stays or extends to 7 or 9.
Brown misses the first one. Can't have too many misses on the free throw line when they're going to give them to you without the clock moving. Misses the second one. The one thing we did notice in their semifinal matchup, or the games that they did play, North Fond du Lac shot about 42% from the free throw line, whereas Fall Creek shot about 67%. We've got another foul.
They tried to trap the ball over there on the sideline and a little bit too much aggressiveness. Made some body contact.
Becky Brown picks up her second personal. Gary Keel wants the timeout to talk about it. And they will get the timeout. With 2:44 left in this Division III girls state basketball game, we will take a timeout. We'll be back with more of the 1996 state tournament after these messages from our statewide sponsor. This is your WIAA network station. Welcome back to the Fieldhouse. We've got a good one, a 5-point ball game. Fall Creek leading North Fond du Lac 39-34, 2:44 left in the game. Now, every coach has got sayings and mottos for their teams throughout the years, and that's no different for these two coaches.
Fall Creek, their motto is find a way. Find a way to win, find a way to be in the game, find a way. And right now, they're finding a way at the free throw line. They're doing a real nice job. North Fond du Lac's saying, or their motto is, we believe. They believe they can do it. They're down by 5, but they think they've got enough time and are going to put the effort right now.
Holly Storley on the line. And she gets it. You know, I think these kids over at Fall Creek spend a little bit of time on the free throw line in practice.
And all year round, they're doing a superb job at the free throw line tonight.
Second one on the way for Storley, and she gets it to go. Fall Creek is 11 for 12 from the free throw line in the 4th quarter. So you can see how they've been able to take the lead, as Carol mentioned. Sefrin now with a spin move on the baseline. Can't get it to go.
That was a screen and roll. Made that develop.
Brown gets it over to Dudley, who looks to attack the basket and gets it to go.
Sefrin kind of came over and gave her a nice block that time.
14 points for Elizabeth Dudley. And now what do we look for from the defense on North Fond du Lac's part.
They just got to make sure they keep playing aggressive. They look like they're trying to trap at times there when the possibility's there.
O'Connell missed the shot, then came away with a foul, so we'll go to the other line to shoot a free throw. But get a look at the last play.
Elizabeth Dudley does a real nice job. Seffern comes over, but was smart to stop. Elizabeth saw her and pulled up and took that shot.
Gary Keel tell his girls now to maybe attack the basket a little bit more frequently now?
I would think that they're going to have some special plays maybe for Dudley to screen, get her open. They ran a screen and roll last time down.
Seffern misses the front end of a one-on-one.
Dudley's right there.
Now it's about the time to start fouling, or is it a little too early?
Maybe a little early, especially the way they're hitting the free throw. You got give your kids a little bit of chance to play some defense first.
And the Fall Creek coach with some words of encouragement.
Skukrud is saying, Coach Skukrud is saying, don't force it, don't force it. They're in the driving seat right now, and they want to take care of the basketball.
Christy Channing misses the front end of a one-on-one. And Connell picks up another cheap one.
And the coach is just talking to them. If they get the rebound, let them go and get back, because now the clock has stopped. You're going down to the other end, and you're on the free throw line.
That is the fourth foul for Connell. Carissa Connell, 4 fouls, and the last 2 have been tough.
Ones that, as a coach, you're like, she shouldn't have been. If you get them going over the back for a rebound, that's one thing, but the reaching in after the other team gets a rebound, it's frustrating.
Scholes knocks down the first one. Maybe even more frustrating than the foul is the fact that with a 5-point lead, you have stopped the clock and you put the other team on the free throw line to score without any time running.
Exactly. They're going down. There's no time going off the clock.
And Scholes misses the second one. It's a 4-point game. 1:50 left in the ball game. Fall Creek controlling. If you want to say 4 points is controlling. It's been a great game if you're just joining us. Coming up next is the Division I state championship game. You want to be sure to stay tuned.
They want to pull it out. And remember, their main ball handler, Arneson, is on the bench with 4 fouls.
Foul on Dudley, her second, team number 10.
Fouling might not be what North Fond du Lac wants to do right now because they're doing a nice job on the free throw line. Although, how do you stop the clock?
Arneson is waiting to come in. Shayna Weirgall is a first cousin of the Crandalls. For those of us that have watched Fall Creek in the past, they had 3 sisters. This is their cousin at the free throw line.
And she misses the front end, 2 shots. Well, some friends of Mike Hardin of Fall Creek asked us to say hello. Mike in the hospital up in Eau Claire. Mike, a science teacher over at Fall Creek. Hope he's doing well tonight. And there's a rebound by Channing, but it didn't go, so North Fond du Lac comes away with it. 4-point ball game. Gorski.
Dudley trying to make something happen. She's got to get the ball in her hand. She needs...
Brown with a 2-pointer on the way, and it's good.
Forget it. Give it to Gorski and let her shoot.
Becky Brown with the first 2 points of the ball game. We've got a 2-point game in about a minute to play. Lots of pressure placed on North Fond du Lac, and they're going to come up with a foul and stop the clock. Becky Brown with the foul.
Foul on Brown, her third.
Arneson checks back in for Fall Creek as you get a look at Becky Brown.
Holly Storley, shooting 2.
Brown has 4 points on the game. She averages about 4 a game during the regular season.
Nice shot by Brown. I think I called it the wrong name there. I'm sorry.
Storley misses the first one. All of a sudden, a little bit of trouble at the free throw line. Second one on the way. It rims off. North Fond du Lac now trailing by 2 in the final minute of this championship ball game. Dudley takes it down to the baseline, gets it to Seffern. They're looking into Schultz, and it is picked off by Channing.
Nice defensive play.
Arneson goes behind the back and loses it. Gorski.
The same thing. Remember, she did that on Thursday.
She did that in the semifinal game to win the game. This time she ties it up.
And there's not a foul you want. When it's tied, you're on the backcourt.
Let's take a look at what just happened here and how North Fond du Lac tied it up.
Well, Dudley set that up with nice defense, and then Gorski gets a ball and goes to the rack. There's a behind the back. Gorski picks it off and lays it in for two. Now, you've got 30 seconds to get your person in. You've got that time, and they only have one timeout left, and the coach is using that to talk to his kids before you check the person in. As soon as you check her in, then the game is going to go.
33 seconds left, 41-41. Nikki Gorski has fouled out, only 4 points, but she has played an excellent tournament. You don't have to score a lot of points to play a big part in basketball.
Some key ones. It'll be interesting to see if North Fond du Lac has a 1-4 set to come out with Dudley on the top to take it one-on-one.
Arneson is on the free throw line. Fall Creek, after shooting so well, they were 11 for 12 at one point in this quarter, has struggled a little bit with their last few. And that one bounces in.
And she gives a sigh of relief. She was sitting on the bench. Sometimes you come in a little bit cold, but she sure hasn't.
Arneson, one of the stars for Fall Creek. Second one on the way. That one bounces in. Well, there's nothing wrong with a little luck on those bounces. Nice job. 2-point game now. Dudley looking inside. They bring Sefrin down on the low post. Kick it out to Schaefer. That one's short. And it will go Fall Creek's way. And we will have a timeout. North Fond du Lac wants to talk it over. It's a 43-41 game. We've got 19 seconds left. The 21st Annual Girls State Basketball Tournament continues after these messages from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. 2-point ball game. Fall Creek with a 43-41 lead. 19 seconds left in this contest. Division III state championship on the line for these WIAA girls. Here is the game summary. We've had 6 ties, 5 lead changes. The biggest lead, 7 by Fall Creek. But Fall Creek has missed 5 of their last 7 free throws. They've done pretty well from the free throw line, but late in the game. We'll see how they do this time. They're going to send Arneson back to the line. Only 1 second tick off the clock.
And Fall Creek, remember, has 3 timeouts left. North Fond du Lac has none.
Channing will check back into the ball game for Haas.
More size for rebounding. They're leaving Connell off the line. She's standing behind the free throw shooter.
Arneson just 48% from the free throw line during the season.
But those statistics don't matter right now when she puts them in.
She has been terrific from the free throw line in this game. She's got 20 points. Make it 21.
Yep.
Here we go. 4-point ball game. 15 seconds. Dudley picked up her dribble. Brown now. They need to get a shot off.
They need to set a screen for
Dudley misses. Gets her on rebound in the putback. They don't have any timeouts left.
They don't
That
have to
will
throw
do
it in.
it. The emotions are running pretty high. Fall Creek has just won the Division III WIAA Girls State Basketball Championship with a 45-43 thrilling game. We'll be back with more in a moment, but first a word from our local stations. This is your WIAA network station. Welcome back to the Fieldhouse, everyone. A fantastic ball game in the Division III State Championship. The Fall Creek Crickets winning their 4th state title with a 45-43 win over North Fond du Lac. Right now, let's go to Pete Christensen for the awards presentation.
My cue is over there. Go. Okay. Attention, please. The WIAA Board of Control invites you to participate in the awards ceremony for these 2 outstanding teams that have just completed their tournament competition. Making the presentation to the Division III teams will be Dennis Richards, Treasurer, Board of Control, and District Administrator, Black River Falls Public Schools, and Ken Wagner, Physical Education Consultant, DPI Liaison to the Board of Control, assisted by Doug Chickering, Executive Director of the WIAA. Will members of the North Fond du Lac team please proceed to center court as your name is called to receive your individual team medal. Kathy Kaler. Tasha Bushman. Elizabeth Dudley. Laura Conan. Sarah Flood. Becky Brown. Nicole Ewert. Jesse Schaefer. Chris Krause. Kristen Seffern. Tina Lamb. Nikki Gorski. Christine Schultz. Coach Gary Keel of North Fond du Lac proceed to center court to receive the team trophy. Members of the Fall Creek team, proceed to center court as your name is called to receive your individual team medal. Joan Foster. Tanya Webster. Janelle Haas. Denise Arneson. Jesse Barron. Shayna Wergadal. Dana Schilling. Shelby Hoyer. Debbie Arneson. Tricia Gunderson. Holly Storley. Danica Kronig. Carissa Connell. Christy Channing. Coach Arnie Screwcrud of Fall Creek, proceed to center court to receive the team trophy.
Well, the award presentation being made to Fall Creek. Congratulations to the Crickets, 23-3 on the season. They win their 4th state title. Quite an amazing feat.
Exactly. North Fond du Lac did a great job coming in the very first time and going home with the silver ball.
This was their 8th appearance, and the Fall Creek coach, 16 years on the bench, 8 appearances in 8 years, or 16 years. That's a pretty good percentage.
That's great. That's 50%.
Hey, I thought Don was doing the stats. Scholes did a great job for North Fond du Lac. 12 points, 13 rebounds, 8 blocks. That's almost a triple-double.
She really did a nice job in the second half. She came out and got those blocks right away, and I really think that sets some momentum. They also did a much better job going inside in the second half.
That's right. Fall Creek, 15 for 21 from the free throw line in the 4th quarter. Pretty much the difference here in our 45-43 victory.
Most definitely. They really hit the free throws down the stretch when they needed to.
It's a fantastic ball game, and of course, North Fond du Lac had won the semifinal round with a 2-point decision over Marathon. So some great games in Division III, and I think we're going to see some next year too, because we've got Fall Creek probably, or they should at least be listed #1 for next year. They only lose one senior. Shelby Hoyle will be the only one that they lose, so maybe we'll see them again next year.
You never know.
Yeah, right now we want to throw it across court. Ken Syke has a very happy winning coach.
Thank you very much, Ted. Well, kind of exciting there, Arnie. Down the stretch, your team had the lead, then you seemed to lose control. What happened there?
I don't know what happened. When you have two good teams going at each other, they're both, well, they're going to come back at each other, and that's just kind of what happened. They're a real good ball club. We had trouble with their size, and basically that's what's happening at the end.
But I know you gave a lot of credit to your defense in your semifinal win, and I would guess that you'd feel the same way about tonight's victory.
That's the only way you win this thing is because of their defense. We just had terrific matchups. Trish Gunderson did a heck of a job on her girl, and the rest of them really helped out, and we kind of kept Dudley under check, and so it's a defense again.
And all the players contributed, but especially Denise Arneson.
Oh, she had a heck of a ball game. The kind of ball player she is. She struggled during the year a little bit, but her tournament trail has been terrific.
And you struggled a little bit at the free throw line at the very end, but you really took your lead because of free throw shooting.
Yeah, really, I think overall we probably shot as well from the line as we have, and some kids really stepped up and hit some big free throws for us.
Ted and Carol were just speculating on the fact that you only have one senior on the roster. You return all 5 of your starters. Might you be back here next year? What do you feel about next year's team?
Well, we're going to cherish this right now, but we're in an awfully tough sectional where most of the teams up there are very young, so it'll be a struggle to get back here.
This is your 4th state championship. Any special feeling about this team and this championship?
Well, they're also very special. This one is really special because of the guts and the grit that this group has had. We had some adversity in the middle of the season. We were not playing real well, and we came back and put it together in a tournament and went through some really outstanding teams. So from that standpoint, it's just been a great group of kids to work with, and just because of their grit.
Congratulations to your team and to you, Arnie.
Thank you.
A very happy and grateful championship coach. Ted and Carol.
Thank you, Ken. We were just talking while you were with the coach, and Carol came up with an interesting fact about the Clover Belt Conference.
Augusta's in the Clover Belt, and so is Fall Creek. So the Clover Belt teams should be very, very proud of themselves.
They might be the power conference in the state. Let's go to some of the highlights and find out just how Fall Creek came away with the championship. We start with Arneson.
Gunderson makes a nice drive, then dishes it out to the outside, and Arneson hits a nice long shot.
Denise Arneson with 21 points for Fall Creek in their victory tonight. On the other side of the ball, Fall Creek, North Fond du Lac. I mean, don't forget the teams here, but Christine Schulz doing a great job down low.
Elizabeth Dudley does a real nice job passing in, and here you see her again, comes down. You can just see her concentration, makes a nice pass inside. Schultz takes it, brings it in, and puts it in for 2.
And of course, the other post player for North Fond du Lac, Christine Seffern.
Remember, only a sophomore, does a real nice job there, that left hand.
But in the end, Tricia Gunderson came up with a big shot in the fourth quarter for Fall Creek.
She really did a nice job driving into the paint and seeing the congestion in there, pulled back and took that shot.
All right, let's take a look at the pick and save final statistics now. The shooting percentage, despite Carol's jinx, did pick up North Fond du Lac with 42%. So they picked things up. Fall Creek only shot 31%, but came away with the victory.
Exactly. Those free throws down the stretch in that fourth quarter were a real key for Fall Creek.
Now Fall Creek doubling up the number of made free throws, 18-9. Rebounded, did a nice job on the boards for the Orioles, 43-23. But again, inside the paint, North Fond du Lac did. So the stats might not look like it, but the only stats that really matter are the scoreboard, and that was a 45-43 decision by Fall Creek. Right now, we take a look at the leading scorers. Dudley with 16 points. She's a freshman. We're looking forward to seeing her maybe in a couple of years or next year. Schulz with 12. Fall Creek, nice job. 3 players in double figures. Arneson with 21. Gunderson and Connell each added 10 points. Again, it has been a terrific Division III final and tournament. As far as I've been concerned, I'm kind of a rookie here. It was certainly nice to work with a veteran like Carol Hansen.
Thank you. It was fun. Great game.
Now we've got one more thing to decide here tonight, a Division I state championship. Milwaukee, Washington will be going for their 3rd straight title. We'll see what happens. Right now we want to throw it across court to Ken Syke, who will get you ready for the game.